Welcome back to Seahawks.com. You may notice that Claire Farnsworth and I, Tony Ventrella, are smiling more this week. Now, we smile all the time. We're very optimistic, but we're really smiling this week, and for a lot of good reasons. The big touchdown drive in the third quarter, the Seahawk victory, and the return of number 18.
Sidney Rice, yeah, and it's funny because I kind of wrote in my countdown to kickoff thing Sunday morning, can the return of one guy make that much difference? And if he's going to keep playing like this, yes, it can. It was 8 catches, over 100 yards, and it was funny that Tavares Jackson, they played together the last 4 years in Minnesota. How comfortable is he with this guy? The very first pass of the game, he goes right to him. And as I wrote in the game, in the glance after the game yesterday, that it wasn't just the catches he made, but when he made them. They were big plays when the Seahawks really had to have him, and the offense was kind of struggling a little bit, and he was able to help move the chains and pick up first downs.
No doubt about it. Now, this didn't get as much publicity, but the running game did start to pick up. Number 24 had a darn good game. I thought Marshawn Lynch's best game of the season. That obviously helped as well.
Yeah, and Tavares Jackson talked about that after the game, and he's been talking about it ever since he got here, that if we can run the football, it'll help set up the play-action passing game. And wow, it worked yesterday. So I guess these guys really know what they're talking about when they can get it going. Yeah, and it was another huge factor. And Tavares had the run for the only touchdown, which capped that long drive where they kind of went to a little bit of a hurry-up offense and were able to keep the Arizona defense a little bit on their heels and kind of dictate tempo to them rather than the way it had been in the first couple games.
Might see some more of that, I would think. I'm no detective, but I think we might see some more of that in the offense coming up. Defense, numbers come to mind. Number 29, Earl Thomas. 31, Cam Chancellor with the big play of the game. 91, Chris Clemens had a great. Yeah. But that final the play of the game, or the big one that did the stoppage on Arizona by number 31, Cam Chancellor.
Yeah, because you had that feeling that, okay, the Cardinals are driving, and any time Larry Fitzgerald is on the field, he can turn nothing into a lot in a hurry. And you thought, okay, they're going to score a touchdown to win the game. They're going to at least kick a field goal. And then Chancellor was able to not only come up with that interception, but read the play and cut underneath it and be able to jump the route and make the interception. And I'm glad you mentioned Chris Clemens. Stats don't lie, but they also didn't tell the entire story of the way this guy played. Most of the plays he made came off of being held. I mean, he was going one direction, his jersey was going the other. And, he really helped set the tempo for the defense. And the Marcus Trufant talked about it. He said, when those guys are getting pressure and Kevin Cobb doesn't have enough time to get the ball to Larry Fitzgerald, that's the best coverage we can have.
13-10 win, a record 1-2. Another home game this coming Sunday against Atlanta. We'll see you all week long here on Seahawks.com.